do. Dot and the kangaroo. Someone will probably do a thing saying Dot and the kangaroo, and you can't have this anymore.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, those blokes were only doing their job trying to bring home the bacon anyway, Benny.
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
As being from where we live and where we've come from and finding things that are hilarious with motor vehicles and all that kind of stuff, I have to say, I think the next story I'm going to talk about is actually quite good. I think the ingenuity of this couple to do what they did was sensational. However, though, they completely f***ed it up. Okay? Just so ingenious for a South Australian couple. Now, these... Look, I don't like these gender reveal parties.
God.
I just think it's stupid. But
well,
anyway,
you're not allowed to assume the gender of the baby.
No, they know it, apparently.
No, but you can't assume it until they can tell you. Didn't you know you've got to call it baby self and kinder self until it's old enough to tell you what sex it's going to be?
Look, if you keep talking like this...
I've been on the internet too long.
You're going to be less some teeth before the end of this podcast.
I'll probably fit in with this crowd then.
You probably... Yes. A South Australian couple had a gender reveal party that took... what's been described as a dangerous turn after they ditched the traditional cake or confetti or the balloon or whatever way they're going to...
Peacocks with friggin' bow ties and shit and
all that kind of stuff.
Gluten-free bread.
Anyway, what they decided to do to celebrate the news of their baby girl by inviting their friends to their house 150 k's south of Adelaide to watch the colourful reveal. How did they reveal it? They bought tyres that when you do a burnout, reveal a colour. These are a thing now you can get.
Right, okay, yep.
So anyway, it was a colourful burnout, which was pink. Now, this...
Oh, it's a bit sweet, isn't it?
It is a little bit sweet. Yeah. Rather bogan, mind you, Az, but anyway.
Wow.
So they said, what's the baby going to be? Let's find out. Rev, 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 rev. Spinning the tyres, pink smoke. Nice, so it's a girl.
Okay, it's a girl, yeah.
It's a girl, right? Until they heard in the air, fire! Fire! There's an extinguisher in the back. Get back, get back! Well, anyway, what happened was... The bogans that were doing this burnout did a little bit too hard and set the rear of the car on fire.
Nice. If you're going to do it properly.
If you're going to do it, you do it. Mount Panorama, the pit up there they used to have on top of it. Now, I'm thinking, look, it might have just been just a little bit too much for these guys. Why couldn't they just get a cake?
Well, I suppose they wanted to reveal the gender of the baby in the thing that the baby was conceived in. You
know what? The US Forest Service released footage of a gender reveal that caused a 47,000-acre bushfire in Arizona last year. So the car literally was destroyed, absolutely destroyed from the back of it because it caught on fire. There's no coming back from that.
No.
How would you reveal the gender of your... baby. I'd love to know that.
How would you reveal the gender? I'd probably have a barbecue.
Well, barbecue's essential, yes.
Yep. Beer.
Yep, beers,
Get into the cups, and I'd go, oi, the boy. Now drink up. Neck up, you parrots. None of this bogan burnout shit or bloody friggin' cakes. Just get tanked.
Or balloons
or wait until you come to the bloody hospital after it's born. Look, here, it's a child. Has it got a dick? Yes, it's a boy. I've had a boy. Who really cares? Like, actually, when my young fella was still in the womb, and that was quite a long time ago, we didn't know what he was until he came out.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't care. It was a baby. It was a surprise.
As long as it's healthy.
Exactly. He's got 10 fingers, 10 toes.
Yes.
And whatevs. Like, I didn't care. Boy, girl...
In the case of these bogans, it may have had an extra digit.
Maybe. But I'm just thinking, I wonder how many Centrelink payments it was before those tyres, though.
Now.
Yeah, I know. But it is a VS Commodore, and look, to be honest...
How can you tell from that photo it's a VS?
I can tell by the mags in the front of the car.
Right.
One less VS Commodore on Earth is not a bad thing. Let's just put it that way.
If I was to do a gender reveal, though, I would probably to earn extra money these days, because we know how much it costs to raise a child, all that kind of thing. With all those people that are gathered together, I'd probably use it as a pyramid selling scheme.
Oh, put the toad on.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. So, like, thanks for coming to the reveal. By the way, it's going to be a girl. Now, if you just want to sit for a couple of minutes, we can tell you exactly how you can benefit your life by selling Amway.
Well,
You've never seen carpets more clean than with Amway.
And do you need new tyres? I've got some sets here, and they change colour.
Are you interested in a timeshare?
Yes.
Because now we have a child, we're probably not going to spend a lot of time.
Beautiful downtown Dapto.
Yeah, Dapto, or we have the South Coast. Yeah, we would just love you you just watch people get up, put their glasses down, and leave. Because that's what you got to do. Basically, you've just got them there to go, by the way, it's a girl or it's a boy, and we would like you to drop some money into... timeshare.
Yeah.
That's what that's what I do.
That's what you do.
Like, people, they're so used to scams and schemes and pyramid selling these days that,
You could combine the lot and tell them at the gender reveal you're having a Nigerian prince.
Loose talk, even looser opinions. The Burble.
So, listen, if you're a world famous
Oh, here we go.
smut purveyor...
Right.
Who just lives the Playboy lifestyle.
Absolutely.
And I've just said that word. We probably have to rate, get permission to use that word because it is a brand name.
Oh, we can go with play person.
Play person, play person with a joystick. Hugh Hefner is long gone, but Hugh Hefner will be remembered by a lot of people for having the Playboy.
He's going to live on in the hearts, minds, and pants of a lot of people.
Absolutely, and stains on carpet and stuff. But anyway, the Playboy Mansion was Hugh was there, and he was a man of leisure, having 3 girlfriends at once, and they all signed on for it, and they were okay, like Kendra, and I remember Kendra being one of them.
Oh, who else was there? Oh, basically, if you're blonde and had the big titties, you're in the Playboy Mansion, really.
You're in the Playboy Mansion. But anyway, and people were like going, I have to get to the Playboy Mansion. 60s, 70s, 80s, massive parties there. Hugh Hefner, anyway, now, before he died, took quite a few precautions to ensure that most of his personal and his hookups would remain forever under wraps. So you know what he did, as?
What did he do?
He got all of that footage dumped into a casket, sex tapes, pictures, shit like that. And anyway, they were all dumped in the Pacific Ocean that his dirtiest secrets one day might be exposed. Now, I have to tell you this. Awesome. Now, you thought that the discovery of Titanic in 1985 was a monumental affair. Can you imagine there's going to be fanboys all over the internet going, let's go fund me. Let's do a crowd fund.
James Cameron's already halfway down.
James, yeah.
You smell a movie and this a mile away.
Mate, he's probably a tape of him and Hugh and Linda Hamilton that used to be his wife.
Wow.
In a casket. Anyway, can you imagine...
And Linda Hamilton's twin. Did you know she was a twin?
No.
Actually, in the scene...
I wonder if James Cameron did.
Maybe. But in the scene in Terminator 2, you know, where the T-1000's got the pokey thing through her shoulder and she's crying
Towards
out.
the end of the movie.
Yeah, and you know how there's 2 Linda Hamiltons?
Yes.
One's a twin sister.
No.
Yeah, really.
Really?
Yeah. Check it out, IMDb.
Well, I thought that... No, that's got to be a lie.
No, it's legit.
Oh, I thought...
So I reckon Hugh had both of them.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or James, but
James.
Anyway. So the veteran of the adult industry who passed away at 91, good innings.
Bloody
last year.
great innings.
Good innings. He's said to have rounded up his private collection of X-rated tapes, photos, and personal notes from A-listers and had his aides dump him, his aides, like AIDS, AIDS, right?
Yep.
Dump him in the sea. What's happened now is that they're trying to locate all of the tapes. Now, apparently, these films, and when I say films, they're on film, dating back from the 50s to the mid-90s. Now, listen, as Hugh was really scared of the world finding out everything about his past. He had basically a treasure chest of memories of his life with all of these hot chicks dating back to the 50s to the mid-90s.
Bloody hell.
So he's only shared like a couple of stories, with mates and people that worked for him and all that kind of thing. But he kept all of those personal items of his time in a big chest. Now, there's a batch of tapes shot on 8mm, cinefilm, all that kind of film, filmed during some of the orgies that he enjoyed in the 1970s.
Bloody hell. How good would have that been in the 70s?
Well, apparently some famous male movie stars were also in those videos that had to come out because it would have been a huge scandal. He also had thousands of photographs taken at photo shoots or given to him by the girls over the years. Now, Hugh is passed on. Spectacles, testicles, wallet and watch. He's gone. Would you care if you had frivolous behaviour, done what you did, got in where you needed to, went, what do they call it, spelunking into tight caves that you shouldn't be in?
You reckon he had one of those hats with a light on it?
I would probably hope so.
Yeah.
But he did.
Probably in the jungle room.
Because he could see what he was doing.
Yeah.
Bad eyesight after all. Would you store all that shit away, or would you just keep your mouth shut?
I don't know. Like, it's Hugh Hefner, though. Like, the world knows there's a little bit of Hugh Hefner in everyone because he tapped that many people. He's like, the prodigal first human. You know how we've all got a little bit of the DNA from where we came from?
Sure.
And then Hugh Hefner's hit that many ladies that now that the gene pool has got a little bit of Hugh Hefner in it, like, realistically, you're dead. Who cares?
He's dumped it in the ocean. Now,
Yeah.
what I thought would have been a more dramatic end to Hugh's life and his memories would have
Shot it into space.
that, or have some old guy wheeling it into a giant warehouse full of wooden boxes, similar to the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, where it's not going to. And then Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
That should be in the same bloody warehouse.
You should. Kate Blanchett in there, demanding that Indy show them exactly where the box is. She opens it up and there's all this filth, stick books, videos, stuff like that. That movie could have ended way earlier.
Oh, yeah, before the credits. the front credits, not the real ones I'm talking about. You're like, when you get to the popcorn line, the guy just goes,
Run.
go and watch the chick flick. Like, I don't care. Don't watch this.
The Lake House is showing in Cinema 3. I highly recommend you go in there.
I'm like, how much for a plastic spoon? Do you want anything with it? No, I just want to gouge my eyes out.
But would you gouge your eyes out, though, to all the stuff that Hugh Hefner has got in this coffin? It's a coffin, and they've sunk it to the bottom of the ocean.
I'm more worried about what's going to happen to the sea life around the coffin. Like, it's Hugh. It's going to be contaminated with, how do I put this?
Lube,
bodily fluids. Like, it's just going to be like Fukushima, with all the nasty coming off it.
Yeah, look, I really hate the fact that history is being basically thrown away here.
Yeah. Someone's going to pull it up out of the depths.
Someone's got to pull it out. Or is this really just a story?
Is it his last, middle finger to the world?
Yeah. Is it a story like going, I've got a box of smut with my in it,
and you won't believe who's in here.
And you will not believe, can you imagine the Smithsonian, the museum?
Yep.
They dig it up, they put it on display. Here's Hugh. He's into Elizabeth Taylor. He's into Julie Garland. He's into Doris Day.
Queen of England.
Before she was the Queen.
Who else could he be? Margaret Thatcher? I don't know.
Margaret Thatcher?
Well,
Jesus.
How did he get all this film? Was it set up like Paisley Park, with cameras and microphones at every I bet Prince is on those tapes.
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
So moving off the smut, let's go to something which is quite environmental, it's quite current, it's something that we really should be talking about right now, okay? Because let's face it, we've driven this planet like we stole.
We really have. It's like a uni student's bedroom, this planet at the moment.
Arnold Schwarzenegger has said, I wish I could travel back in time like the cyborg in Terminator to stop fossil fuels from being used.
And to do more with Ivan Reitman, because he's a great director.
And to stop fossil fuels being used, so technically it would be run away from the chopper!
And I apologise for my bad Arnie accent as well.
He said if we would have never started in that direction and used other technology, would we be better off? The actor and former California governor said Monday at the start of a UN climate conference in Poland. The biggest evil is not the Terminator. It's not the Predator. It's not a tumor. It's fossil fuels. It's the coal. It's the gasoline. It's the natural gas that he's told the conference
Did he really say that? Is
delegate